What is up, y'all? AW coming back to the video. You already know the vibes. Now in this video, I'm trying this again. I'm just gonna be telling y'all a story while I play a game. So basically, you get to watch an elite play.
Cap.
This church where they were doing this program where my sister could get a job and she could watch me at the same time. It was like a summer camp, but church. So we go to the summer camp, and at first, the first day, it was just like, you know, we was camping with people. And the first thing I realized was wicked. These people was like, these kids, they were like, you know, he watching a TV show, and there's a new kid, and he realized like all these other kids are like, got something wrong with them. Some of these kids are stubborn, some of these kids are spoiled, some of these kids were ugly. I'm like, yo, like, one dude, Tooth, I remember his teeth was like, he used to always try to roast people, but his teeth, they would just look real bad, like, it was like this. But anyway, it's not important to the story. So, I realized all these kids was like, they had different things wrong with them, like, but anyway, so the first day was chill, you know, everybody's introducing themselves to everybody, and bink, bink, everybody's introducing themselves to everybody, and my sister tells me who we are, she should do a job. It was pretty chill for the first day, but after that, like, they didn't tell us what we were going to be doing, and I hate when people do that. So we come back, and tough. This is squad.
Battle Royale.
So,
Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team.
on my south.
Gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
I'm sure. So they didn't tell us what we're gonna be doing. Like, they had basketball, but we rarely played basketball. Like, we probably played basketball 9 out of 10. Nah, that's a cap. We probably played basketball 2 out of 10 times. No cap. They did not like us playing basketball for some reason, and I really don't understand why. We played basketball 2 out of 10 times. Other than that, we did some art bullshit. We did a whole lot of crap.
Targets are up. Get to work.
I don't remember anything gospel about that place. Like I don't remember anything that we did that had anything to do with Jesus, God, none of that. I don't remember. Now, I'm not saying they totally did it, but I don't remember anything. All I remember is us having to do some stupid arts and crafts. Oh, somebody's there. All I remember having to do is some stupid arts and crafts. All we had to do was some stupid arts and crafts, so that's all I remember. But there was several reasons why I didn't like this place. One, I had to get up early to go here. Two, it was boring. It was mad boring. There was nothing to do. And like, I always felt like the odd one out there. And I kind of was, cause like, we wouldn't be late, but my mom would like take us to Dunkin' Donuts first. And none of the other kids would like have food. And not saying like they're poor or nothing. None of the other kids would have food because like they just didn't bring it. So we would always be getting stared at. We would always be like 5 minutes late. And they would always have like a smaller mall. Like, oh, you finally made it? Like, oh, shut up. Like, little stuff like that just irritates me. But there was another thing, like, there was these three girls, these 3 sisters. And at first it was chill. And, you know, it was, I don't know, like, probably 10 or something, 12. I think I just hit 13 or 12. So, you know, I was a skinny girl or nothing. But I had a little crush on one of them, like the one that was kind of my age. And like, I thought she was cool until like the camp kept going on. Crap. So the camp kept going on, but like, she wasn't She was not it, Brody. She was not it. She was garbage. She was garbage, just like this. Garbage. But yeah, so like, the camp continues to go on. I'm like, oh, she's cool, whatever, da 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 da. So, one of the days, I was talking to them, and I said something.
Enemy
And
UAV
like,
overhead.
the way she was talking was just, oh my, like, I was like, yo, who are you? Like,
Gas is
I
inbound.
thought you was somebody. Now you just a regular body, like, yo. And we was not that old to be dotting around, so I didn't understand. But she wasn't the problem. Her sister was the problem. Her sister was like older, but she wasn't one of the people in charge of the kids. Like the, what do they call them? We're campers. What do they call them? The people that watch the kids. She wasn't one of them, but she was like their age. So her, I didn't like her because she was always just saying something. Nothing that needed to be said. And I hate people like that. Like, she was always chatting 25, 8. I saw like a girl right now. Like, she was always chatting, like, all the time. So one time, my mom used to give me ramen noodles to take there and make. So, who here? Oh, nah. I'll shoot your mouth to stop playing with me, cuz. Pull up. I dare you. Oh, Alright, well, I'll tell the story. So, I made these ramen noodles, and like, you know, when they perfect, like, you cook them perfectly, and like, they golden, the texture's right, they're not too soggy, but they're not too, like, undercooked, perfect, golden, and then you put the seasoning in, and it looks even more golden. Those were God-sent ramen noodles. I guess because we was in a church, but those ramen noodles were like heavenly. So I'm eating these ramen noodles, and that girl's sister comes up to me, and she's like, "Can I have some?" I said, "What? Are you dumb? You never asked a black man for his ramen noodles. You don't share ramen noodles with anybody, even your family. You just don't do that. Don't do that." So I had this big old bowl full of ramen noodles, and she's staring at me like, "Can I have some?" Like, no, you can't. Bye. So she was like, "Why?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to know you." She started chatting her life away about how I know her, this and that, and the third. I was just like, nah, dog, stop talking to me. So she gets mad and she starts like yelling. And by this time, everybody else was outside because it was the time where you could like do whatever you want. You could either go outside and play basketball or just be inside chilling. So me and you, I didn't mean you. That doesn't make sense. I let you know I didn't have a phone either, so like, I couldn't ignore people like I was on my phone. I had to sit there and answer everything it said. So she chatted. She was like, "Oh, let me get around to this." I said, "Nah." So I leave real quick because you know I'm not thinking nobody's gonna mess with my ramen noodles. I leave to go get like a better fork because the fork I had fell on the ground. So I come back and she's still over there. She said, "I'm just gonna take some." And I said, "I dare you." So this bird takes her hands and sticks them right in my ramen noodles, bro. I'm like, yo, those were godly. You just gonna mess up, bro? I swear to God, the only thing that went through my head was like, this gotta die. No cap. That's the only thing that went through my head. But I haven't seen nobody. I was like, yo, this bitch had to die. Okay. So she does that, but I was about to cry. I wasn't even thinking about hitting her, bro. I wanted to cry. Cat. Cause like, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't stick your hand in somebody's ramen. So she did that, and I was about to I also wanted to like kill her, but I was about to cry at the same time. So instead of doing anything, I was like, bro,
Gas is
what are
moving
you
in.
doing?
Safe zone located.
And I just got mad. I just stormed away and I left the ramen noodles there. So I got outside to play basketball, right? And like 5 or 10 minutes later, some of the campers, like the counselor, yeah, that's what they call counselors. Some of the counselors come up to me and it was like, we're not your maids. And I'm like, I'm already pissed. So I literally looked him in the eye and said, bro, what are you talking about? Leave me alone. He was like, come with us. I was like, oh my God. And all the other campers was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just like, chill. So she's like, somebody brings me to my ramen noodles and they're like, are we supposed to clean this up for you? We're not your maids. I was like, I ain't have it last. And when she did that, when she put her hands in it, she put ramen noodles like all over the table. So I'm like, I looked all of them in the eye. I'm like, I ain't do that. I was like, that's that bird over there. And they was like, nah, because you the one that cooked it, so you the one that has to clean it up. I was like, yo, y'all starting this already? I was like, I already don't like y'all. But, and then there was this other kid who was like, the one that always tried to roast. I remember he was arguing with somebody. It was him and his brother. He was arguing with somebody. Dude tried to argue with me. I was like, bro. He tried to argue with me. Dude was like, because he was trying to fight somebody. And then I said, I was making a joke. Dude got the nerve to tell me, you want to fight? He had a little Texas accent. He's like, you want to fight? I want to fight? I don't know if that was a good Texas
Enemy
accent.
UAV overhead.
I was like, he was black too. I was like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. Like, and he was like, I was a small kid, but you know, like nobody was scared of him, bro. Ain't people that think they scary. But, and then the last thing, you know, like I had to stay there regardless, so it's not like I could just leave. But the last thing was like, there was this girl, another girl that like swore it was a god sister. She was a god, something. Like, he didn't like her. She was annoying. We was just like, she would come up to me, oh, related, I'm just like, okay, good, great. What do you want me to do with that? You want me to take that to my grave or something? Like, there's not much I can do with that. Oh, you got $1 million? Then no, so stop talking to me.